Hello and welcome. My name is Tom Shima, and today is Saturday, July 25th. I'm going to continue to play the game Persona 3 Reload as a part of my Persona A Day series. That's why I've been playing the game one in-game day at a time, as it lines up with the real calendar. I'm going to start off by going over what happened yesterday to make sure we're all fully informed for today. Then we'll move on to today's gameplay and see what happens. And after that, we'll come back here to the desk and talk about it some. I'll have timestamps available in case you want to jump ahead. And I also want to say that since this is a full playthrough of the game, please be aware that we will be encountering spoilers. Alright then, so let's start off by going over what happened yesterday on Friday, July 24th. Our vacation on Yakushima Island was over now, so we were back at the dorm, and it was a normal day. Like so many normal weekdays, we did have school. The preceding 4 days had been a post-exam break, but school was back in session yesterday. Before we even got there, the day started out nice and early with Igus standing over my bed to wake me up. She said that once I awoke, I had succeeded in my mission of waking up. At the same time, Yukari was knocking on my door, sounding a tad panicked because Igus was missing. She wasn't up in the command room where she had been the night before, and there was that fear that she'd left the dorm and was wandering around the city somewhere. And Igus basically walked over and answered the door and said, that's incorrect. I've been in here this whole time. Which was good because that she wasn't out and about, but it concerned Yukari in a different direction now since she found Igus was alone in my room overnight. And she told Igus, you can't do that. You're not supposed to be in here. This is the boys' floor. You were supposed to be upstairs in the command room. And Igus just logically countered with, my mission is to be by his side, and I can't do that from up there, so I had to come down here. It only took me 2 minutes to pick the lock and open the door. And Yukari was still not really having it. She told me, Shima, you tell him, she can't be down here. And I didn't want to cause trouble or anything like that, so I did just kind of say, yeah, technically, dorm regulations say that we're not supposed to, do things like this. Which Igus understood, those were the rules, so she had to comply with that. But I was also glad that Yukari, kind of sought that middle ground, and she said, okay, Igus, tell you what, there's a room available up on the girls' floor. You let me get that around for you so you can stay there. You'll be closer to him this way, and you'll be following the dorm rules. So that was really cool for Yukari to take that step to do the work there and include Igus as more of a part of the team. I mean, she's going to be fighting with us and living with us, so it seems only right that she gets the same accommodations the rest of us have. So it looks like that's what's going to be happening around there from then on. So then all this happened before school even started. On the way to school, I stopped out in front of the school and talked to Junpei a bit. We were both kind of lamenting the end of not the end of exams, the end of the vacation. Kind of, wondering about how the exams came out, though. But we didn't have to wonder too long because midday during the day yesterday, the final exam results were posted. So there was that general unease of, okay, how did we do? Let's hold our breath and go take a look. And to say I was pleasantly surprised is an understatement, because I felt pretty good about my exams, but there's never really that guarantee, even if you feel good, of what those results will be. But I literally couldn't have done any better. I had the highest score in the grade for those exams. So an amazing feeling. After school, Mitsuru had some rewards that Chairman Ikutsuki had provided, some stat boosting items for personas, and an accessory that gives +3 to all stats as a reward for the academic success. So that was very cool, very encouraging, and just really nice to see the progress made throughout the semester. So, that really put a spring in my step for the rest of the day. Classes went without incident for the rest of the day, and pretty soon it was the afternoon. And being back to, no exam prep or exam week, having that time again, I was able to spend some time with Bebe in the fashion club. It's been a while since I've done any after-school activities like that, so it was so nice to get to have that chance. And we sewed a bit and just kind of got back into that. But we also took a break a little bit early and headed over to the tea shop and got some sweets. Just a nice bit of a break and a place to talk. Bebe is, making progress getting over the passing of his aunt. But he's now facing the challenge that his uncle, who's been supporting him kind of forced to support him living over in Japan, doesn't want that arrangement to continue. It was really his aunt that was the driving force between Bebe getting to stay here. And his uncle is less driven for that to continue. But Bebe decided and, has fully committed yesterday after talking that he knows this is where he wants to be and where he needs to be, and he can't see himself anywhere else. So he just needs to do what he can to convince his uncle. And we kind of talked about that a little bit, and he agrees that he needs to do what he can to really, really, truly sell the idea to his uncle. Even if that means going back to France to talk about it in person and really just put everything out there about how he feels. But his biggest challenge now is trying to figure out exactly what he can say and do and show his uncle that proves his his love for Japan and why he should stay here. And I'm glad that he's got a direction to focus on there. And I voiced my definite acceptance in helping him however I can to come up with something to talk about or show. And he was happy for that support. But just knowing he's got something to pursue, even if not all the details are lined up yet, really just kind of gave him that confidence to move forward. And having me in his corner helped, and I'm definitely there for him. So we got a little bit closer as a result of that talk, and we took the Temperance social link up to rank 6. So that was a really fun afternoon. Kind of just that nice getting back to normal. I headed back to the dorm, kind of mentally planning to think about going to Tartarus in the evening, but when I got back to the dorm, there was a text from Akihiko. He'd said that he wanted to take me out to dinner to make up for the time a couple months back when we were going to go, and we were interrupted by all manner of interruptions, including those thugs and being stopped by the police and never ending up getting our dinner. So he wanted last night to make up for that. And that sounded like a really good opportunity to take. It was definitely safer than going to Tartarus, and it was going to be kind of fun to just do something social with Akihiko. So I headed over to the Port Island station, the Iwatodai station where we wanted to meet. And we talked a little bit as soon as I got there. He was talking about kind of wondering about his motivation for doing what we're doing and fighting the shadows. He was kind of questioning that ever since Yukari talked to he and Mitsuru a couple weeks ago on that Saturday evening meeting. And she'd asked him point blank, it's like, what are you fighting for? Are you just here to get stronger? Is that all you care about? And he didn't think so at the time, and he doesn't think so now, but it still, I think, made him kind of force him to examine what he actually is fighting for. He talked to Aragaki as much about that the other day as well, so it's definitely been something he's been thinking about. So we were just kind of talking about that a little bit, but before we ended up making it over for dinner, the same punks from last time showed up, and in greater number this time. All said on screen, I counted about 7 of them approaching us, and they said that they wanted to pick up the fight where things left off. There was some unfinished business, and they wanted to teach us a lesson. Which seemed a little one-sided. 2 on 7 didn't really seem like it was in our favor. But worse than that, it was a crowded area. There were people around. It was definitely not the place to cause an incident. So as they were, trying to approach us, I just said, hey, if you do that, I'll call the police. Just to hopefully get them to back down. It did no good because they said, doesn't matter. Call them if you want. We'll be finished here with you guys before they show up. And credit Akihiko, at that point he stepped in and put himself between the thugs and me. And he just kind of looked at them like disappointed more than anything and just thought that you're wasting your strength on this. You're trying to pick a fight with us, not for any good reason. You just want to fight. There's not really no honor in that, but no reason for it. You don't prove anything. You don't gain anything. You're just throwing your strength around pointlessly. The thugs didn't really seem to care about that either. And they said, say whatever you want, basically, but we know what we want to do to you guys. But while Akihiko was keeping them occupied, it gave me the chance to kind of step back and assess the situation a bit more calmly, and I decided to pretend I saw a police officer nearby and called out, "Officer, help! There's going to be a fight." And I guess I was convincing enough that the thugs looked around thinking that there was law enforcement there, and that diversion gave Akihiko and I a chance to run. So we were able to literally run and lose them along the way and make it back to the dorm without pursuers. Akihiko said when we got there that he wasn't really exactly a fan of running away from a fight, but he thought I made the right call considering there were other people around and it wouldn't have been good to involve other people or collateral damage to the station in a fight like that. So it was definitely not the dinner we were expecting for the evening, but we got back to the dorm there and on the counter there was a big cardboard box. And it was to Akihiko from his parents. They'd filled it up with all kinds of fancy-looking fresh fruit. And, that was a really cool gesture, and he was happy to see that they cared that much. Said he hadn't talked to them in a while, so it was so cool that they reached out to him with all those gifts. And he also said, there's way too much here. I'll never finish all this. And so I kind of suggested, well, how about we call everybody down? There's a lot of us in the dorm. Maybe it'd be kind of fun to share it. And he thought that sounded like a really cool idea, so everybody came down, and we just, we enjoyed the fruit. Fuka pointed out it was a really high-quality selection, and everybody was really excited to sample the different things that were available. And Akihiko, after the fact, as we were cleaning up, said it reminded him of his days at the orphanage, those chaotically busy times, but just the really fun ones like that. It was that same vibe of almost that family atmosphere of having everybody around, sharing a meal together, and just having fun. So he seemed like he definitely had a good time with that and appreciated the suggestion to share it. There were a few pieces of leftover fruit that he gave me as well, so I've got those as things I can take back with me. But we also kind of circled back to our initial talk about fighting and our motivation. And he said this evening kind of showed him really clearly that he sees He does want to get stronger, definitely, like he'd been accused of before, but more than that, he wants to be able to protect those around him. When the thugs approached us, all he thought about was keeping me, as well as the other people at the station, safe. That's why he stepped in between us and the fight, and just was ready to defend. And seeing and spending time everybody at the dorm, that reaffirmed it as well. It's like, yeah, these are the people I want to protect. So he's not just fighting selfishly for his own strength, he's fighting for a purpose for others as well. So it's really cool for him to kind of take that step and really be able to see that now. He asked me how I'm so strong. He acknowledged, like, you've got a lot of strength. You do things that I can't do. And so, what is your secret? And I came totally clear and said, it's my bonds with others. They make up for my weaknesses. I can complement their strengths. I get farther with others than I do by myself. And he acknowledged there's definite truth to that. And he also affirmed that he's not going to lose. He's going to keep trying to get stronger and nurture his own strengths in his own way. So it was really cool that he's still got that drive and that motivation, and he knows what he wants to focus on. So it was a really fun evening. I even gained a little bit of charm progress as a result of having fun with everybody. So it was just a really great time. We had to make some progress socially and just in Akihiko's personal case. It was so cool to have him have that chance. So it was really a fun way to spend the evening. We finished cleaning everything up and got upstairs to bed, and that was the end of Friday. So that'll take us on into today and Saturday, and we'll see what happens next. We'll be over the game in just a moment. Okay, and so here we are at the end of Friday. I've just been given the leftover fruit. So we'll finish off this scene, and that'll take us on into today. Yep, I took Sonata's gesture of appreciation and returned to my room. This is where I gained that little bit of charm. So nice to make that bit of progress. Yeah, still not enough to go up a rank, but we're smooth, tough, and smart. So a good social breakdown to have. I'm happy with that. But yeah, that was a good way to end Friday. And so here we are, caught up to Saturday. Hell yeah! There we go. Yesterday it was just kind of that, that depressed feeling of walking back into school after vacation, but now it's a hell yeah. Dude, summer break starts tomorrow. It's prime time for beachside romance. Kind of fun to think about that since we were just at the beach this past week. But yeah, that exciting feeling of the last day. We've got to make it through today and the closing ceremony, and then it is officially, as far as a high schooler is concerned, it'll be summer. There's going to be no more school for a while, and time will be ours. Time will still need to be spent properly. If you look up in the corner there, you'll see our big 12 up there in yellow. We've got 12 days till the next full moon. But that is 12 days that we get to spend properly between now and then, so try to make the most of them. I bet other guys would kill to be in our shoes. Yeah, possibly. After all, we're staying at the same dorm as 3 super cute girls. You think so too, right? Absolutely. Yeah, who cares? Yeah, totally. Definitely. But if you want to be more than friends, you've got a lot of work ahead of you. Kirijo-senpai is the top of the class and student council president. You'd have to be an uber nerd for her to even give you the time of day. Yukatan's pretty popular too. You gotta be as styling as she is to be a good match. Fuka is, well, soft-spoken and kinda hard to grasp. So you might need to take the initiative with her, I guess. That's kind of interesting. It sounds like he's really saying that, hey, if you want to get to know any of the girls at the dorm, there are some social stats you're going to want to work on. Sounds like Mitsuru appreciates academics, Yukari for charm, and we already know that Fuka is one I'm going to require more courage to interact with, so kind of valuable information to know going ahead here. Anyways, keep this hush-hush between us, all right? I shouldn't have said anything to you guys, chat. You're in on the secret now, too. All right.
I guess we'll get started.
Mr. Edogawa, I love the magic lessons. It's so cool to finish off the semester with something from him. Kind of feels like an interesting time to delve into new topics, considering exams are done and summer vacation starts tomorrow, but I guess, knowledge doesn't wait and doesn't come to you. You've got to take it when you can get it. Please take your seats. Solve et Kogula. Or salve, rather. Okay, so it would have been solved, but he meant salve. Okay. Your teacher has suddenly fallen ill, so I'll be filling in today. Sick on the last day before summer vacation. That just shows you why you have to take good care of your health. Anyway, I'll be giving you all a crash course on alchemy, a branch of magic focused on, among other things, generating wealth. Oh, like the sound of that, do you? Of course. Who among us would turn down free money? It's human nature to want what one lacks. There's no escaping it. So, despite the lesson imparted to us by King Midas, humans have long sought a way to create precious metals for themselves. However, the alchemists of old were not so arrogant as to believe they could create gold by touching anything they pleased. Rather, they sought a process that allowed them to convert cheaper metals, such as iron or copper, into more lucrative ones. This goal is the pinnacle of alchemy given form, the Philosopher's Stone. Regardless of their incentive or their success, there's no denying that alchemists have made significant impacts in world history. The roots of alchemy originate in Hellenistic Egypt, with the city of Alexandria at its center. As the Western Roman Empire fell, alchemy thrived in Arabia. Many of the Arabic alchemical texts written at the time have survived to this day. The earliest English translation of these texts brought the practice to medieval Europe, where alchemists gained both power and infamy. Also of note, there is a fascinating branch of Chinese alchemy called Weidang. These practitioners sought a working formula for an elixir of immortality, though, rather than a recipe for gold. At any rate, the most important substance in the practice of alchemy is mercury, or quicksilver. It was thought that mercury could be used to form the Philosopher's Stone, which would in turn allow alchemists to generate gold. Alchemists endlessly toiled in their research using all sorts of equipment and experimental approaches. There are some who argue that, if not for the alchemists' trial and error, modern chemistry would not exist as we know it today. Unfortunately, there's no definitive proof that a Philosopher's Stone was ever successfully created. In a way, it's one of the greatest tragedies of human history. Moving on, alchemy has been very influential in the field of psychology. Carl Jung, among others, recognized a kinship between alchemists and psychologists. Jung believed that psychotherapy could refine a mind to a stronger, healthier state, not unlike how the Philosopher's Stone was said to affect metals. I'm feeling sleepy. No, I'm not. This is interesting. Should I close my eyes? Nope, I'm going to stay awake.
As such.
Which is why I think it's such a shame that mainstream society has given up on alchemy. Young adults ought to strive for unusual goals. It offers the best chance to lead exciting lives. After all, from the perspective of our ancestors, modern science may as well be alchemy or magic. If you work hard enough, you may very well discover your own form of magic. Well, that's it for now. Enjoy your summer, everyone. I enjoyed staying awake to listen to this lecture. That's another bit of academic progress. A good way to end the semester. Well, the morning side of the semester. Nope, that was all we're gonna see.
Hey, you have a minute?
Track team advisor, this is a different stop. I was just about to celebrate the arrival of summer vacation. But yes, I have a minute.
It's about the track team. Since you just transferred, you probably haven't heard about the Miyoo Cup, right?
That's very true. Yes, this is the first I'm hearing of that.
Well, let me tell you. On August 2nd, there's a major competition for track and field.
I'm glad to have some forewarning. This really seems like one of those things that kind of would have been nice to know a little bit more than a week in advance. Oh yeah, by the way, there's a major competition coming up in not very many days. Just thought you should know at the last minute.
There's this guy named Hayase. Total speed demon. We can't let him trounce us this year.
Okay.
Got high hopes for you, so get ready to train hard.
Fair enough, yeah, I'm part of the team.
I'm gonna need you to show up from July 27th to August 1st. Don't go skipping school now.
Okay. A different way to start the summer break, but I'm a member of the team. I've got to do what the team does.
Got a special training regimen in mind for you. ISA won't stand a chance.
Special training. I mean, that sounds like such a cool thing, doesn't it? it's going to be a secret training regimen. I'm going to get, new special abilities. And, it really much feels like the same sort of thing Junpei would really enjoy.
Competition's on August 2nd. Let's do this thing.
Yeah, you got it, advisor. We got this. Today marks the end of the first term. Summer break begins tomorrow. Oh. Kind of interesting that Junpei mentioned what he did about the characteristics one would need to embody to interact with people at the dorm, because I see a social link card back there above Yukari that I don't believe I've noticed before. Based on what he was saying, it seems like we're going to be relying on charm for that. And I'm thinking it's probably similar to Fuka's case, where I'm not courageous enough to talk to her, so I'm probably not quite charming enough for Yukari yet. At rank 4. I mean, we're definitely getting up there, but I guess we'll see. It would be fun to be able to spend some time with her. I don't know if that's going to be an option yet today, but I'll check my messages first and we'll see where that's at. But I might like to stop back and at least just talk to her and see, because if I can unlock a social link with her, that would be so cool. If not, the game will let me know and I'll know what I need to work on. So I guess either way, I will have progress and information. We've got a lot of choices today, too. Yuko, no practice today, which seems kind of ironic considering there's a big track meet coming up, but okay. No practice today. Want to go somewhere? Let me know if you're up for it. Chihiro, dear Shima-san, I hope I'm not disturbing your afternoon. Do you have time to meet? Bunkichi at Bookworms. You see, lately my wife has been saying she wants to see Tom-chan. Wakatsu, are you eating well? Keeping a well-balanced diet nourishes your brain, which in turn can improve your studies. We prepare great food with all our hearts just for you. Remember, a healthy brain stems from healthy food. Wakatsu's got your back. And the sale at the pharmacy today. Today is our weekly sale. Are you running low on medicine or other goods? Come visit us and stock up. Okay. Well, I'm thinking I want to start off by heading over to the mall, do some shopping at that sale, see what I need. See just what my current stock situation is looking like. There's not a whole lot I think I'm in the market for, but this is the chance to tell. Then, as far as social links go, I think I want to come and talk to Yukari and see what I'm capable of or what I'm lacking. If I'm able to spend time with her, I guess I'll spend time with her. If I'm turned down, then seeing Chihiro message me kind of draws my attention that way because it's been a while. Either she or Yuko. I guess that would be justice or strength. I do have strength. I don't have justice. Maybe Yuko. Again, nothing against... I mean, it's been a while since I've spent time with either of them. I believe technically Chihiro is a little bit further behind. Yeah, I believe she's a little bit further behind as far as like the social link rank goes, but I also kind of want to, keep track of my money here. I want to do some shopping to update our gear for Tartarus. So, not that I should really be, pinching too many pennies there when it comes to social link interactions, but it's that fine balancing act between different resources and time and things. So, yeah, I guess sale first, talk to Yukari, and then probably Yuko. Since I've got that corresponding persona with me today. Yeah. If anything, that kind of feels like it also helps towards my own track practice and helping coach those other kids as they're trying to learn the idea of track. Maybe I'll get to demonstrate some track form and by doing so, get out there myself. And the reason I'm not talking to Yukari just yet, and the chance that I can spend time with her, is I want to stop by that sale first off. So, yeah, let's step out here. We'll just kind of do that tour of the school as well. With this being the last day for a while, we probably won't be back here for some time. I guess how much time is that? Let's take a look. I've got the ending ceremony today. Track team practice. Not sure how much of my time that's going to consume, but we've got the Myo Cup there. Summer festival, I noticed. Wow, do we really have this much time off? Okay, wow. So we don't return to school then until the 1st of September, it looks like. We are off the entirety of August. Exciting. Yeah, all the more reason to see more of the school today then. It'll be like a whole new place when we come back to it in a month. There's never been much to see back here, but I don't want to discount it as not another part of our school experience. Oh yeah, and in talking out my plans, I never did stop and see what everybody else decided for their day. So now that I've kind of talked about a general framework of an idea, let's see how everyone else spent their afternoon. 100% social links, or close enough to it to round up to 100. Spent time with Chihiro, Yuko, Fuka, and Yukari. I know I can't spend time with Fuka. I'm doubtful for that same reason that I'll be able to spend time with Yukari. But Yuko, I'm looking there probably as well. And not Chagall Cafe. Nothing against Chagall, but social links definitely went out over the coffee. And I like coffee, so yeah, that's saying something. Yep, don't see anybody down here that wants to talk to me. Ooh, the shrine. That would probably be a Maiko as well. But since she's not a school-based social link, there's this chance, hopefully, that maybe over the next month I'll be able to find her at the shrine more readily than I will be anybody from school. So, as much fun as it would be to catch up with Maiko and see how she's doing after talking with her family, I'm going to try to, kind of like with Suimitsu here, and we see him here at the Polonia Mall. I'm hoping over the summer I'll be able to see some more of him as well. Game Parade today has You're the Answer and Edgar's House of Fortunes. Still looking at potentially going to Tartarus tonight if the team is available and interested, so I might stop at the antique store in the evening if we're able to go and trade in some gems and some materials for some weapons and armor at this point.
Right.
Still gonna hold off on buying any weapons until Monday, just before the sale.
There's a sale today. Buy whatever you need.
I've only got 2 of these, but at 2,500 yen a piece, that's... I've still got the one super cat food because the weak cat is now the energetic cat and he's off on some adventure.
Stock up on items before you fry to a crisp this summer. You're gonna need them to get through the brutal heat.
Alright, I do have I feel like this looks like a good balance of items right now. There's nothing that seems critically low that I can justify spending money on right now, so...
Done already?
I am. Thank you for the sale. And if nothing else, it was a really good chance to take stock of what I have and really feel more confident that I am stocked up well enough for the near future. Definitely better to know now than to get into Tartarus and realize, man, I wish I had, some more discharm or something.
Come again, yeah?
I will. Yeah, we'll stop by the antique store later. You can say hi to Officer Kurosawa now, though, since I'm not doing any shopping today. So, Officer Kurosawa, I hope you've been having a good week. We've made it to Saturday, so hopefully things are treating you well, you're staying cool, and people are staying out of trouble. Yeah, thank you for all you do, and I will keep counting on your help from now on.
All done here?
I am.
Come back soon.
Nobody else is missing, that's good. I'm going to stop back here and say hi to both Igor and Elizabeth because I'm not sure, what our evening plans are going to be if we make it to Tartarus or not. But I don't need to pick up a persona since I've already got that strength persona.
Good day.
Probably no new requests.
Are you accepting a request?
I figured that.
Very well, then.
All right. So we'll stop in here. Feels like there was something else I was supposed to do with them all, but I think it was probably just the sale. I guess I didn't buy anything, so maybe that's why I feel like I've missed
Welcome
out.
to the Velvet Room.
To Igor, Elizabeth, happy Saturday. Good to see you both again. I hope you're both doing well. If I don't see you again later, I wanted to stop in today and say hi. So, again, just take care, and I will see you when I do.
We look forward to your next visit.
Just a short stop to say hi. Okay. Yep, let's make our way on for the afternoon, I guess. I want to stop by the Naganaki Shrine. Not going to spend time with Maiko, but it'll be good to see that she's okay as we pass by here and just do our little bit of... Yeah, there she is, looking good. Maiko. That probably means she started her summer break as well, so happy summer vacation. I spend a lot of time by the trees. Let's come over here today and just stop, take a few deep breaths, enjoy the atmosphere here, maybe get some water, and continue on in just a moment. Okay, how's everybody feeling? Was that a good break? Everybody get nice and mindful, enjoy the atmosphere? Alright, I'm feeling good too. Let's move on with our day then. Well, there's no weak cat to say hi to, but let's stop at the Port Island station just the same. See what is here, and then make our way back to school. There is a new apathy syndrome student. Okay. Yeah, that one wasn't as hard to put words to. What's shown at screenshot today? Unresolved Mysteries is now showing. It'll be academics. Maybe this summer I'll have a chance to catch a movie. Yeah, just like they saw on the news, and Junpei mentioned the other day, he's been seeing more apathy syndrome people around, and the news has said as much, so we're seeing it too. Mew to the energetic cat wherever he is. Delinquents. And the timid cat still comes around, so that's good to see. Hopefully it spends some time with the energetic cat while they're out and about. Alright, looks like things are all going well there, so back to school. For the last time before summer vacation. Let's just try our luck with Yukari and see what happens. Can't succeed if you don't take that attempt, right? Let's get our game saved. I haven't done that just yet. Alright.
Hey there.
Oh hey, Shima-kun. Looks like we're finally done with exams. That's a load up our shoulders, huh? It is definitely that. It's such a good feeling. By the way, are you heading home now? Yeah, you want to walk home together?
Yeah.
No, thanks. Maybe next time. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Sorry, I guess I'm just not in the mood. I'm not sure how to explain it. Seems like there's something on Yukari's mind. Okay, if I want her to open up to me, I need to work on my charm. If I were charismatic, she might be more willing to talk to me about her problems. Okay, that's fair. She kind of turned her back there. That's fair. That's fine. I guess I'm not going to know what level I'm at. I mean, I'm at 4, so well, I guess any progress I make, maybe there's the same logic for spending time with Mitsuru and getting our academics up to another level. I don't want to stop where I am. I mean, 4s are nice, but the numbers go higher, so let's take them higher. But that's information and knowledge for today. I don't want to treat Yuko like a second choice, but I'm glad to spend time with Yuko as well. And we've been spending time helping some elementary schoolers learn how to properly run track. They are challenging some older students. The winner gets to use the school play area. There's been soccer going on, I think, and they wanted to run, but the older kids took the field, so they challenged them to a race, and if they can win the race, they'll get control of the field. And so Yuko and I have been helping them out here at the school track. And Yuko's been having a lot of fun with that. She did a lot of research into proper technique and form and training. And we've had some good practices so far. The kids are feeling motivated. Yuko's really great with them. She's good at conveying information and motivating people fairly. Talking to the kids like equals rather than talking down to them. And really doing a good job explaining her reasoning rather than just demanding, I'm the coach, so I say this is what you have to do. It's like, hey, if you do it this way, here's why it helps. It'll improve your form. It'll make you faster in the long run. So So yeah, it just seemed so cool to see her really step into that role and fit really well with it. And the fact that she put the effort into it too. It's not just she got lucky and things are coming together. She put in a lot of really hard work to learn this stuff, and it's paying off for her. And it's kind of been cool to just assist her in whatever way she's needed me. I've been able to run and show the kids proper form and stuff like that. So yeah, just really nice to have that opportunity. That was basically the gist of where things were. But let's, again, like I do, check and make sure I haven't omitted anything. Yuko continued to coach the kids. I did decide to help her out, giving some advice to the kids as well. There you go. So yeah, let's see what we continue with that today. Oh hey, Shima-kun, exams are finally over, huh? They are. I should have done a better job talking to everybody after exams. Congrats on surviving. Now we have time to do whatever we want to do.
Hey, sup?
Oh, Shima-kun, are you busy today? I was thinking of coaching those kids some more. They were really looking forward to it. Yeah, let's definitely do that. Spend time with Yuko.
Thank you.
I did a bunch of research on my end for this, so let's give him a real workout.
We only have so much time to train here, so you have to practice on your own if you want to win.
Fair point.
Yeah, we can do that.
Good. And don't forget, know your limits and make sure you stretch properly.
Also that good foundational advice.
Oh, why don't you give them some advice, too?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, you can't really go wrong with either of these things, but I really feel like, yeah, there's that motivation of, hey, yeah, show some guts, really, give it your all. That's good, but I also like that just general encouragement of saying, you've got this. Plant that seed in their head now from someone who's older and who's on the track team. It's like, yeah, I believe in you, so you've got to believe in yourselves, too. Kind of like Yuko. Know that you've put the work into it, and it's going to pay off. So you guys got this.
Yeah, but don't forget to stay focused till the end.
True.
Now listen, no matter what, think positive and don't give in to fear.
The kids went home after finishing their training. Yeah, that seemed like it really went well. I mean, we didn't get to see a lot of it.
Those kids are going to challenge the 6th graders soon.
Nice. And yeah, whatever the outcome is, it's so cool that they've taken real steps to put real effort in. It wasn't just giving up before the match even started and saying, "Oh, they're too big. They'll beat us. We can't even try." It's like they've really put the work in here, and win or lose, that's going to pay off for them. They can't take that experience away from them and the growth they've experienced.
Apparently, the winners will get to use the schoolyard.
Yeah, high stakes stuff for kids.
Earlier, they asked me to write the challenge letter for them. A little worried, actually.
I love how formal and how officially they're doing this too.
Well, not just about the race, but also about whether or not I spelled something wrong.
That's fair. I'm very guilty of that myself. So I very much understand where Yuko's coming from there. I'll read things over and over again. Did I write this correctly? Is the meaning clear? Did I spell that right? Did I, are the mistakes noticeable or can they fly under the radar? Hopefully there aren't any, but let's be realistic.
So, what's your honest opinion? Age difference really matters when you're as young as they are. Do you really think they can beat the 6th graders?
I do. There's a lot to be said for actually training in something versus just jumping into something. Even something that sounds as basic as just running, I think it's a lot more than just running. There's a lot to it that I definitely don't properly understand, but those kids have been properly learning about it, so they know things like form and stretching and pacing themselves and breathing and all sorts of other things I can't even conceptualize and how much goes into that. So there's going to be a lot to be said for that. And our belief is going to help as well. I mean, yeah, it's going to be tough because physicality is definitely a differing factor as well, and knowledge isn't going to get you anywhere by itself. But yeah, knowledge and that belief. If we're there to motivate them as well, there's a lot to be said for the psychological side of it. So yeah, we're gonna stay on their side. And as much as I want to say that for them, I want to motivate the both of us as well. Yuko is definitely concerned about this, and so I kind of want to just reaffirm her efforts as well. Say, yeah, we've given a lot of effort so far. Let's keep doing it and trust the kids. I feel like that's an important side of a coach as well. You can only lead so far, and you just have to be alongside them at the same time. So let's believe in them.
Yeah, you're right. A coach has to believe in her team.
You got it.
And they've all trained so hard, too.
They have, yeah. It doesn't seem like any of them have been slacking or don't want to be here. They're all here by choice, and they're putting in the work. So, yeah, we've got to encourage that.
They'll be fine, right? After all, they learned from us.
Exactly.
Then why am I feeling so nervous?
That's natural, too. This is that test of what they learned, really, and by extension, the test of what we taught them.
It's gonna be okay. I'm sure they can win.
And I want them to win, but I also like how Yuko approached this as well, and she wants this to be productive, but also fun for the kids. Yeah. And, yeah, I definitely am on the same wavelength with Yuko. That, yeah, I'm nervous for the kids as well. I hope they do well, and I'm going to be rooting for them, but I suppose at the end of the day, you can only coach somebody so far before they are the ones that are tested by what they learned. It seems we've grown closer. Very nice. So that is rank 6 with the Strength Arcana, the team manager, Yuko. Kind of seems fitting to do this on the last day of school as well, as summer's coming up for those kids, so I'm not sure how close their big race is with the 6th graders, but it seems kind of fitting that hopefully that'll happen sooner than later, and maybe next time we see the social link, I don't know if maybe it'll be September by then, but you know, maybe it'll have already happened and we'll have the post-race results to talk about.
Come to think of it, I should have asked you to write the challenge letter.
Nah, you're their coach.
I probably should have used bigger words. Ugh, I'll be so embarrassed if those 6th graders laugh at it.
6th graders wouldn't laugh at something, would they? They're the most respectful of people. No, I really like how official they treated that with writing that formal challenge letter as well. It just really shows how they're approaching this. This isn't just some one-off random challenge. They're going through all the proper motions to make this as official as it can be, and it just shows how much respect they have for the entire process. And I got to walk home with Yuko, so that's cool. Yeah, good afternoon.
Good evening. I'm pleased to see that you're well.
Another scene with this group along with Shinjiro Aragaki. It was just a couple days ago we saw the evening just before we got back from the island. They were together. They'd given him some sort of pills in exchange for some information.
Your pills.
Yeah, apparently this is a fairly regular thing then.
I noticed once again that a new ally has been added to the ranks.
They've definitely been keeping an eye on us.
Well, I suppose it's more of a pet than an ally.
That's not a nice thing to say.
Makes no difference to me.
It seems what you told us of their intentions is true.
And yeah, the tattooed man here definitely seemed taken aback when he learned of our desire to put an end to the Dark Hour. He couldn't conceptualize why we would intentionally, willingly give up power like that. It made no sense to him, so I could see him not even really wanting to believe that. It's like they wouldn't do something so idiotic, would they? To give up this power that is unique to them? It makes no sense. So I could see him wanting to vet that, and I'm not sure how he went about that, but however he did, he seemed to confirm what Aragaki had told him.
How terribly lamentable.
Sounds like he's made his choice on whether or not our teams can coexist, then.
Now we have no choice but to intervene. It is up to the individual how to use the strength they are granted.
Yeah, kind of. That seems to fit more or less with the making our choices and experiencing the consequences theme of this playthrough. That's not wrong, necessarily.
But to erase the Dark Hour would be denying the very power they possess.
On that side of it, that's still our choice. If we're choosing to use our power for those means, then we know those consequences. I could see him not being happy if he's got some sort of connection to the Dark Hour and saying that by you ending the Dark Hour, you're taking something from me, which would give him potentially a reason to be at odds with us, but by questioning our choices because of the reasons that we're choosing to do them, that seems a little different.
And that is the one thing we cannot permit.
Fine. Do whatever you want.
Hold up a sec. What's your role in all this?
Yeah, he said before that he's cut ties or is not connected to our organization.
We know they asked you to come back.
We've kind of inferred as much as well from his meetings with Akihiko, and Akihiko saying, we want your help, and Aragaki saying, I'm done with that, so... Still a lot of things we don't know, but we've kind of inferred as much.
You know, you're really starting to piss me off. Nosy little shit.
I do kind of appreciate Aragaki standing up to the smugness of that group like that, too. It's like, you know what? I've told you what you asked for me to tell you, so if there's nothing else, get out of my sight. Leave me alone.
Yeah? Well, they're going down. You hear me?
And it's like, why egg Aragaki on if he said he's got no ties to the group?
And if you're on their side, then you're going down too. Got that?
Maybe I'm just more that contrarian style, but, I'm kind of one of those, like, I was going to be neutral towards you, but now you're trying to push me away to their side. Challenge accepted, basically. Okay. You want to attack me this way? Maybe I will take a side. Maybe I won't stay neutral.
I already told you. I'm done with them.
He handled it probably better than I would have. Oh, that's right. My name is Ken Amada. I'll be staying here for a while. I had totally forgotten that Chairman Ikutsuki mentioned that to us before the vacation. I guess I was so enjoying the vacation, but yeah, Ken Amada. He's in elementary school, but he's going to be staying in our dorm over the summer because he doesn't have anywhere else to go, really. He was going to stay at the elementary school dorm, but turns out everyone else went home for the summer, so it kind of would have been sad for him to be there by himself. So the chairman said, why don't we have him come live at this dorm for a while? We were initially a little hesitant to that because of our activities fighting the shadows, but the chairman said not to worry. It seems that Amada also has the same potential to control a persona that we do. That was quite the revelation. I still don't know if we're going to be able to do anything in that regard. There's that thought of endangering anybody, really, but especially someone younger than us that doesn't sit well with some of the team, it seems. And that's totally fair. We've kind of got that responsibility to look out for other people, and taking somebody into danger like that is a tough choice to make. So there's a lot of unknowns, but I guess, Ken is here for the summer, so welcome, Ken. I'll try not to be a bother, so please don't mind me. And I love how formal and mature he seems. I'd like to properly introduce myself and thank you for having me. And all that very mature stuff. So, welcome. I'm glad to have you with us. All right, well, let's start off summer by heading upstairs and putting this bag away. Then I've got everybody to talk to, including Ken. Like how he and Junpei are together there. Yeah, this is going to be fun. All right, put that bag away. Got that nice, those shells up on the shelf here. Some nice souvenirs from our beach trip. Let's check our messages. President Tanaka. I need to do more with my evening social links. It's nice to have those options, but we shall see. Stop fooling around. Come right now. Do not reply to this message. Please contact us through the official inquiry portal. Amazing Commodities Corp. And Wild Duck Burger, the wait is over. The weekend Wild Duck set is finally here. Plus, your free drink that comes with the set will have extra ice. Peck away, Wild Ducklings. Secret recipes? Mysterious ingredients? Do you have the guts to go Wild Duck? I was kind of talking about it earlier. I'm wondering about going to Tartarus tonight. It'd be kind of nice to get a little bit of progress in the tower. It's been a while. Maybe find some money, which would make it a lot easier to do some shopping on Monday's sale. Even better if I can find some gear along the way to not have to buy anything. If that's an option, I'll probably stop by the Polonia Mall first and pick up a couple items from the antique place. Because there's no reason not to, really. I'll get those items without spending any money. And I can save the money by not having to buy items then. And I can buy the things when they're on sale on Monday. So it just kind of seems like everything lines up if I do it that way. That remains to be seen on what the rest of the team wants to do, but I didn't see any other activities down in the first floor. Nobody looked like they wanted to do any gardening or watch any DVDs or anything. So, depending on what the team thinks, I might look at Tartarus. And I guess if Tartarus is off the table, President Tanaka sent me a message, so it might be nice to see him as well. Ooh, look at that distribution. Half the people went social links, a quarter went daily life, and the other quarter went to Tartarus, which suggests that Tartarus is out there. And actually, let's take another quick look. Everyone's average level is 32, and floors explored is 78. I think we left off on floor 69 or 70, so we've got a little bit to catch up there. Level-wise, definitely Mitsuru and Aigus need to catch up a little bit. Our average level is probably 27-ish, maybe 28, depending on, really, really quick mental math, since I'm only 29 and that's the highest level. And Mitsuru's going to drag that average down just a touch. But if I can level she and Aigus up a little bit more, that'll bring the overall average level up and make us that much more competent. Yeah. I think Tartarus sounds like a good time today. Kind of hard to pass up social links, but I don't want to fall behind on leveling either. It's going to be so easy as things go on to let it get away from me. We've only got 12 days till the full moon, so the more I can get in these 12 days, the better. I really hope that Mutatsu-san and Tanaka would be available beyond the next full moon here. So gaining some levels, making some progress that way seems like the best use of time. Hey, you don't think Amada-kun is going to end up getting involved in all of this, do you? He's got the potential to use a persona, Chairman Ikutsuki was saying, so it's possible. I don't really know, yeah. I guess you're right. Ikutsuki-san did say he had the potential. Junpei, another good dinner. Amada, huh? He's still in elementary school? Man, that's young. I don't know what it is about that kid, but my Junpei senses are going crazy around him. Either he's a little punk, or he's way more mature than I am. I don't know, man. Is it just me? He does seem very mature. I like his Junpei senses.
Oh!
Looks like he's drinking coffee? Maybe tea? Oh, hello, Shima-san. Please allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Ken Amada. That's Ken written with a character for dry. I just moved into the dorm. I'll be staying here for the summer. Very nice to meet you. Let me reintroduce myself. I am Tom Shima. I don't think it's written in any special way. But I will be happy to enjoy the summer with you, and I hope you have a fun time here at the dorm. Let's see what's on TV. Next up, news from overseas. A recent fashion show in Milan had an unusual theme, life in space. Those attending watched supermodels wear spacesuits down the runway and ate delicious space food. Interesting.
Oh, right.
He'll be staying at the dorm, but remember, he's not a member of SEAS. So be very careful what you say around him. And don't talk with him about anything regarding shadows. Good to know. That's true. I guess all we know is that he has the potential. We don't know how much he's been told, which, based on this, is probably little to nothing. So, yeah, I will be careful what we say. Seems kind of odd that he's here tonight. If we go to Tartarus, it's like, hey, stay in your room all night and don't wonder why everybody suddenly left. Akihiko?
Not bad.
Just one little kid stuck living with a bunch of high schoolers. Well, I suppose it's not the worst thing to happen. Shima, try to make an effort in being nice to the kid. Definitely. Aigus, how have you been?
Hello there.
Data regarding the newest resident, Ken Amada-san, has been logged. I am able to communicate with him at any time. Is the fact that she's a robot going to be a problem with Ken? Please leave it to me. It doesn't seem like she's doing much to hide that fact. Maybe... I don't know. I guess it is what it is. Nobody's worried about it, so I won't worry about it. Oh, I almost went right to Tartarus. I wanted to stop by the mall first. I was thinking of picking up a sword for Mitsuru and a set of armor. I've got limited crafting materials and limited gems, so there aren't a an abundance of choices I can make. But that, that beats buying.
Reminds me.
We've read all this about her fascination with gems. So yes, we want to fuse equipment.
Which one?
Yeah, I've got one cloth to make the armor with, one blade to make the weapon for Mitsuru, and then a black sword. I guess I could make something for myself. That's only going to take one malachite, technically. Is that better than what I'm using? Yeah, marginally. All stats +1, plus almost guaranteed accuracy. That is pretty nice, and 5 more attack.
Everything I craft is sure to be useful against the shadows. Give them a go, will you?
Technically, this blade is a bit more damaging and, technically more accurate than what I'm using. And the Holy Sword, I'm not sure, other than, making my affinity light, why I would consider that, since its attack is drastically lower and the accuracy is worse. Maybe it looks cool.
What would you like?
This was the one I was thinking of making for Mitsuru. You see that jump from 115 to 157, the same accuracy. And this gives her boosts to her accuracy and evasion at the start of every fight. So, very nice things there.
It's been much more pleasant around here recently, and on Port Island in particular. Well, I guess that just shows how much time has passed. Oh, I see you've decided.
Yeah, let's make the flamberge.
Here, it's all yours.
All right, so we are out of these Nile blades then. I've still got the cloth.
So, what will it be?
I was thinking of making the plate mail here because anybody can use that. It's a huge boost in defense from the next best thing we have. Yeah, and this would also resist Dizzy, which, is nice. Being able to resist Charm, that was so helpful in the fights we had against those shadows during the full moon.
You won't find any in my store, but other antique shops may carry them. There are all kinds of people in this world, like liars and cheats.
And most people's defense is around the 93 range, so jumping from 93 to 140, that's a massive step up in defense. It's probably going to seem kind of selfish to want to make that for myself. Oh, well, actually, having it for Yukari wouldn't be bad either. And as far as the party goes, I'm looking about taking Yukari, myself, Aigis, and Mitsuru.
Officer Kurosawa and I go way back.
So I guess either way we'll make one and we'll decide who gets to equip it with 10 malachites and our Nile cloth here.
Here, it's all yours.
Okay. So we've used the cloth, we don't have any ore, we've used the blade. I might as well use the black sword.
What would you like?
And I guess if the enemy's afraid, there's a chance it'll run away, which isn't exactly what I want. And all stats +1 is just that free bit of bonus that's always going to be effective. I'll be slightly faster, I'll have slightly more endurance.
Everything I craft is sure to be useful.
It only costs
against
1
the
malachite.
shadows.
Yeah, a nameless
Give
or
them a
nameless
go.
katana.
Oh, I see you've decided. Here you go. Thanks for waiting.
Okay,
Is that all you need?
that should be good.
Hope to see you soon.
Okay. A little bit of a shopping trip diversion, but let's also make sure to equip these things. Okay, that was my weapon. We've got Mitsuru's weapon, a huge boost. And now who gets the armor? Technically, both Yukari and Mitsuru are wearing Master's garments right now. And they have the least defense. I just can't wear the new armor, so it's really between the two of them, you could say. There's, I guess, a lot to be said for the healer staying alive, especially. And it resists her being dizzy. Yeah, I guess that protects her from losing her turn. And if the healer is able to stay up, that's a lot easier for her to keep everybody else up. So, yeah, let's go with that. She can have the plate mail. It seems kind of weird to say, okay, Yukari, I made some heavy armor, but it can withstand devastating blows, it's very defensive, and it resists dizzy. So, versus the Master Garment, which has no special effect. Yeah, that'll work. And it's not like it's bound her to stay there, so we could always swap it off to somebody else as we need. I'm not looking to buy anything from Officer Kurosawa because it's not on sale. Right? Right. Yeah, I've got a weapon. Mitsuru's got a weapon. What would it cost to outfit I guess. As stuff gets more expensive, that discount becomes more noticeable as well.
Good to see you. What'll it be? I got some stuff you might find useful, so feel free to...
Ooh, wow, that is a nice jump. 89 to 125 for 17,000.
I have no idea what you're fighting out there. Just don't get in over your heads.
I guess better survivability is going to let us explore further, potentially. Yeah, you know...
Everything look good here?
Let's do it.
All right, then.
And we get 3,000 back from selling the old armor. Okay.
All done here? Come back soon.
Technically, maybe not the best financial choice, but the defense it provides, I think, kind of outweighs that in the moment. That means Yukari's got new armor, Aigus has new armor, so they both got top-of-the-line stuff that should cover us even beyond tonight. Yeah, no, that's not bad. So, Fuka, first let's chat.
Oh, hi.
I think Amada-kun would be upset if he heard me say this, but don't you think he's kind of adorable? Yeah, I guess so. No, not really. Or isn't he kind of precocious? No, I guess so, yeah. I wonder if this is what it's like to have a little brother. Okay, we've made our financial choices. Let's get the game saved and make our way to Tartarus. Actually, let's check everybody's status, too. Okay, that's good. Would have been kind of rough to realize, oh yeah, Mitsuru's not going to be available tonight. But yeah, let's go to Tartarus.
Yes.
All right then, let's meet in the usual place. I'll let the others know. See you there. All right, the dark hour begins.
As of today, I will be joining in the operations to explore Tartarus. I am ready for deployment.
All right, I guess I am glad you're ready because I plan to have you as part of the team tonight.
I have also been equipped with a number of combat functions, in addition to the ability to summon a persona. I will provide more details later, but suffice to say, you won't want to miss it.
All right. Good job building that anticipation. Looking forward to it, yeah.
When the time comes, prepare to have your mind blown, as they say.
Neuro, welcome. Great to see you. Thanks for being here.
Our current objective is the elimination of the large shadows that appear during a full moon.
That is correct, yes.
In order to accomplish this, it will be crucial to gather combat data in Tartarus. Please make efficient use of my facilities so that we may achieve our goal.
Looking forward to it. Okay, when Aigus's theurgy gauge is maxed, her theurgy Orgia mode can be used. Once activated, Aigus will automatically attack during her turn for 3 rounds unprompted. Attack and defense will increase significantly. That'll be nice. Consequences, though, once it ends, she'll overheat, rendering her immobile for the next turn. Okay. Good strategic knowledge to have. Oh, that's right. This is our first time here since the full moon. The card in my hand is reacting. So yeah, we've got a couple new major arcana added to shuffle time. Oh, this is a nice one. The Hierophant there, the level of my currently equipped persona will increase by 1. And the Lovers increases social link bonuses for persona fusions until you leave Tartarus. That's another great one. That means more experience when I fuse the persona, and they get those experience points assigned to them from our social link level.
I've been waiting for you.
Oh, and Elizabeth wants to talk. I am popular tonight. There's nobody missing. I already checked that.
If I may say so.
While awaiting your arrival, I sense something shifting within Tartarus. A number of strange doors have appeared there, it seems. Where these doors lead, whether this bodes ill or well, even I do not have that knowledge. However, I believe you have the wherewithal to find out. Take the leap. You will discover something useful. I'd rather not. Or why? No, I can do that. Elizabeth hasn't led me astray so far. I'll trust her. I can do that. Excellent. I have faith in you. Those who challenge the unknown, choosing risk over comfort, often achieve greatness. Okay, there's that potential, but there's that fine line between challenging the unknown and being reckless, so I'm going to try as the leader to balance that tightrope. I believe such challenge is necessarily facilitate some form of growth. Your courage will lead you to betterment. I sincerely hope you will continue to act on it. Something weird's going on in Tartarus. These doors, should I go investigate? Okay. Anybody else want to talk before I head in? Alright. Well, as I like to start off, let's head into the Velvet Room and see what personas I can fuse with what I've got on hand. Just to make as much space as I can for whatever I find along the way. During shuffle time, I'm really hoping to pick up some money today, just to be able to afford as much as I can for the sale on Monday.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Igor, Elizabeth, great to see you again. I'm here for more business sides of things today.
Registering personas?
All the personas are registered, so we're here to fuse.
What kind of persona do you desire?
I can make up to level 29 now. That's a lot of different options. Don't really know what I'm looking for as I scroll through here, but
Seeing what personas come to be is a great joy of mine.
like I say, I'm not looking to hold on to anybody necessarily. Legion here is the Fool Arcana, which hasn't really been one I've needed to keep on hand because that's our team social link, so I haven't needed a bonus from that one, but maybe Legion would be a good ingredient for something else. So let's, I guess, start here.
This persona is powerful.
Or maybe it makes more sense to keep an eye out for... Yeah. Maybe it makes more sense to try to find that new Major Arcana card and maybe get a little bit of a bonus before I fuse these personas.
We look forward to your...
It doesn't make it as easy to pick up new personas that I find, but I can pick up one along the way. But if I can get some free experience from having that Major Arcana potentially, that seems like something I wouldn't want to turn down. Yeah, let's go with that logic. I was also going to change my party. I'm glad I remembered that before we headed in. I'm going to want Yukari. I got her outfitted for the travels. And I want to level up Mitsuru and Aigis. So Junpei and Akihiko, you're the aces in reserve today. Yeah. And I've also got this new ambush ability to try out. It is saved now, so we are in the dark hour. Let's resume from where we left off. That was floor 68. I was close.
Let's move out.
Okay.
Everyone stay alert.
New sword. Looks like a nice, basic design. I like that. Mitsuru's looks like quite the weapon as well. And we'll get to see what Aigis is like in combat for the first time. Okay, and yeah, you can see that blue trail behind me. That's the speed I need to build up to actually execute ambush. And we should be able to go beyond here now. I thought I was going to need to get closer. Here it is. Please watch out. Such a kind of unsettling way for the stairs to form, but I like how the different barrier floors, the way the stairs connect once the barriers are gone. Looks like the shaking subsided. Is everyone all right? The path forward, the path towards the staircase has opened up. You can advance further now. We don't know what's waiting ahead, so please be careful going forward.
All right.
It's all thanks to you that we've made it this far. All right, new area. Well, continuation. Oh, it actually is a new area. All right. This is the Yabasa region area. Kind of a new map structure to learn, new corners and things. Let's test out this ambush ability. Kind of get my range figured out for
Looks like
it.
you're the only guy on the team tonight.
I see. So this is what you would...
I didn't want to interrupt that conversation, but they're faster than I am. That's kind of not so. Okay, yeah, we're also new enemies. Yeah, we're learning about what their weaknesses are.
This should be a good test of your strength.
They use wind, so they're probably not weak to wind. Let's try fire. Nobody's gonna have that but me. Nope, fire's not the answer. It did some nice damage though. And that'll be the challenge with Aigis, and she doesn't seem to have any elements. Oh. As it's been with new party members, I always forget to change their their directive over to act freely. She can use arrow raid, swift strike. Well, that's an all foes thing. Let's go with that.
I am Aigis, the last of the anti-shadow suppression weapons. Preparing to eliminate all hostile targets. Palladium, activate!
Very cool to see her first attack there. And it nailed a weakness. Very good. Let us press our advantage. You got it, I guess.
Forward! Weapons free! Critical hit!
Nice. Alright. I'm happy with that start. We'll take the money.
Mission complete.
Target neutralized. That'll be Aigis's. Okay.
We beat them to a pulp, as they say.
I don't know why I can never remember exactly where it is to change their tactics outside of battle, so I'll just wait till I'm in battle next time and try to remember then. Actually, I should have remembered at that time too. Let's equip a faster persona. Matador, you were fast, right? Yeah, you are. Again, I mean, I'm learning this new area. There's different corners and things. It feels a little less open than the regions we've been in before. Ooh, a strong shadow.
I am picking up power.
Be that good test. Did I ambush it properly? I did? Okay.
The enemy looks tough.
Tactics. Yes, I guess you get to act freely. Do we know anything about what this enemy can do? I guess before I just jump right in there and try to attack.
It's a strong one.
It's going to use strike attacks and ice attacks.
I'll go with.
That's good. That's good knowledge to have. So yeah, Lami is probably not the answer with my weakness to strikes. Total resistance to ice. Okay. Well, how about you, Yato no Orochi? Yeah, I'm just enjoying the battle music. That's what it was. I'm not strategically lost yet. I'm just enjoying the music. Okay, I kind of wondered with this big metal enemy if it was going to be weak to electric. I think it was. It's got a lot of HP to it as well. This is a stronger enemy, so I think I've tried to learn that lesson before about not underestimating them in the past. Hopefully I don't fall back into those habits being back in Tartarus now. Ooh, it's resistant there as well.
Were you trying to hit me?
Alright.
It was a beautiful dart.
I'm glad Yukari's there to heal.
I appreciate it.
Well, I guess let's keep attacking that weakness.
The enemy was
I'm working on my theurgy gauge as well, which is nice. What attack was this? Defense down. Okay, ooh, Herculean strike. That does seem to hit more critically, more often. I'm glad it wasn't that bad. I'm going to see a lot of healing early on in this run in Tartarus, though. It's kind of a touch concerning.
I'll go with.
But the enemy's defense is down now, so maybe we can really take advantage of that here. Might be too much to think that this all-out attack will finish it, but it should put it pretty close. Oh, that works. That's just what I was really hoping for. Would have been bad to see a major arcana here as well, but can't have everything. I could take the persona or I could take the money. Let's take the money. We're hoping to do some shopping on Monday, and money is going to help with that. It'd be funny how that works. Levels, very nice.
Doing pretty well.
Yeah, all things considered. Oh, I think those are the stairs out there. There's a shadow. Oh, I need a different persona equipped, don't I? Been too long since I've been in Tartarus. I'm making these rookie mistakes.
It's a treasure chest.
Okay, that was an ambush from behind. That should work on my theurgy gauge.
I won't miss my chance.
And it distressed an enemy, so yeah, just what it was supposed to do.
Good test of your strength.
It uses Zeo, so what can I use? Yeah, how about fire? Can't go wrong with fire. This is always kind of that tough first time into Tartarus in a new section as well, and just not having that knowledge of enemies, so kind of needing to use different abilities to feel out where those weaknesses are. But that's also kind of the fun of it. In subsequent battles, we'll have that knowledge. Nice hit, Yukari.
No shadows detected.
There, woohoo! And that was the one I was wanting to see, the Lover's Social Link. Or the Lover's Arcana to have the added Social Link bonus, I guess, is where I was going with that thought. That didn't quite come out right.
Whew. All right, let's get moving.
Oh, nice chest there. 3 more Malachites. Those gems have a totally different feeling to me now that I can use those at the antique store. Ooh, I mean, yeah, those are the stairs. I don't want to linger too long on a floor. I'd have to go way back. No? Yeah, there's one other path, but, you know, we've only got an hour here. Let's keep climbing.
Stairs located. Updating data records.
Very formal report from Igus there. Is this some kind of machine? I wonder what it's powered by.
Great.
Okay, explore the floor, find the locked chest, and find a rare shadow. All right, the rare enemy should be in front here. I don't think I want to try to sprint and ambush that because it's going to run a lot more readily that way. I should have been a little bit more courageous on that approach there. It's going to turn back and look at me. Yeah. Well, that threat of the Reaper, I'm just kind of a little gun shy on these approaches.
Just when I thought we didn't have to deal with it.
Right. It started to run, but I caught back up with it.
A rare enemy.
I didn't equip a different persona this time, so I'm a little slow. No to ice. Light we damaged the last time around. I guess I didn't need to go with an party-wide light attack. Oh, it didn't work anyway. But we know that now, I suppose. If it doesn't run this turn, this would be a great one to use Fuka's ability on. Well, we damaged it.
Can I scan on this end?
Very much, yes, please do.
I see. So this is what...
Alright, it is weak to nothing. That's knowledge.
What to do?
Based on that, who's my strongest attacker? Looks like it's going to be you, Ikutsuki. Do I have an actual attack that would be worth using? Getsude. We're kind of as far from the full moon as we can get recently, so that's not going to be that great. Well, let's just attack. Let's just swing my sword in its general direction, I mean.
Over here! What's this?
I'm liking that choice, though. Good idea, Yukari. I wasn't even thinking about my own theurgy gauge. Probably should have been, considering it's a rare shadow.
Adjusting aim.
Not unexpected, but
The fight's over.
that hurts in a lot of ways, because that was the enemy that Yukari used her theurgy on.
Okay, let's keep on exploring.
Yeah, what can you do? We learned about its lack of weaknesses.
Located.
That wasn't a total loss. What can we find in here? We got 38 Twilight Fragments. That's nice. Okay, a skill card. Ooh.
What?
What's this? I think something new appeared on this floor. It's nothing huge, but I'll give you another heads up when you're closer to it. Yeah, okay, that's something to keep our eyes on. There's a shadow well on the distance there. I guess it's a straight path to it. Let's wait for it to turn around. It's still kind of that waiting game, but there we go. I was gonna say, well, by the time I get there, maybe it'll turn, and sure enough, it would have.
A shadow.
We can ambush from behind there and get that little bit of a theurgy bonus.
Pay attention next time. This should be a good test of your strength.
It's going to use Dark,
Don't get careless.
and one of those Dark attacks is Mudo, which is a one-hit KO ability. I really don't want to experience that. I could reflect that damage back with Matador here. Doesn't really give me an elemental attack, but how about you? I'll resist it here. Just keep trying our fire side of things since Junpei's not here right now. Alright, that damaged, but didn't finish. Yeah, I probably should have done some healing between fighting. The homunculus sacrificed itself. I guess that's why we've got it.
Where are you aiming?
I'm glad that one missed. Nice to finish with a critical hit.
No shadows detected.
No shuffle time either, unfortunately, but...
Now then, resuming exploration.
We found the stairs. Let's go.
And we also found this... Yeah, I think this device caused that tremor just now. Quite the cool design. The reading that I'm getting from it is similar to the one from the entrance. The shape is similar as well. Could it be a portal leading somewhere else? I better take a closer look. Something seems different about this floor. Quite the big clock. Is this clock maybe like the one on the first floor? There's a booklet in front of the clock. That's handy. The title on the cover reads Great Clock Manual. I wish more things came with manuals. For those who seek to gain greater power from a common experience, to activate the Great Clock, a prerequisite quantity of Twilight Fragments is required. After an offering is made and the hands strike 12, then the Great Clock can be used. The observer shall then reach out for the pendulum while picturing a recipient of the clock's power. Last day of the month, activity verified. The document seems to be from 10 years ago. There's 10 years ago again. I guess we learned recently that they've been under, their research was focused on time manipulation, so it seems reasonable to see all sorts of clock themes around now. That makes a lot more sense. The clock's hands are already pointing at 12. I might as well follow the instructions and picture one of my teammates. If you use a Twilight Fragment in Tartarus, an entrance to a special dimension with a Great Clock may appear. Okay, so when I open that chest, that's what caused the Great Clock to appear. The Great Clock grants a large experience boost to a teammate of your choosing. Although you can only choose allies at a lower level than Tom, the greater the difference, the bigger the bonus. Remember, the entrance will only appear after you've used a Twilight Fragment, so don't be shy about using them. However, the entrance to the Great Clock will vanish if you move to another floor, so be sure to use them when they appear. Good to know. It's not one of those like, okay, I'll come back for it. I see, and it's going to tell me then how much growth they're going to undertake. So if I'm seeing this right, it looks like she's going to level up 4 times if I choose Mitsuru. She was the lowest of our levels, which stands to reason that she would have the most gains, like it was saying. But yeah, I mean, if she can gain 4 levels here, that would be huge. Yeah, I mean, that seems like the best choice here. I'll choose 2 teammates, even better, Mitsuru and Aigis. Yeah, okay, Mitsuru Kirijo will grow from level 25 to level 29 in the next battle. Confirm? Absolutely. Yeah, and I guess, 2 levels is better than 1, right? Let's picture Aigis, who will grow from 27 to 29. What the? Interesting reaction. Okay. Okay. Is everyone all right? For a second, I lost you all, but then it was like you just teleported here. What an odd place. What do you think could be the deal with that clock? Yeah, I mean, it seems like we could use it. I did something. Maybe I'm the only one that saw that manual. Seems like we could use it. If it seems like it'll be helpful, it'd be smart to make use of it. It doesn't seem dangerous. Maybe it actually has a positive effect on everyone. If the entrance opens up again, let's try it. Yeah.
I've been waiting for you.
Okay.
Marvelous.
In the wake of your recent expedition, I bear news which may be of interest to you. It seems that at this moment, your bonds have a uniquely beneficial effect on the creation of new personas. If you wish to take advantage of this opportunity, please visit the Velvet Room. Oh, I wonder if that's because of the Major Arcana, the Lover's card I found. Let's head in, yeah. I did mention I wanted to find that card before I did any fusing, so it was fortuitous that I found that card first off. And even better to get that free warp back down here to the first floor. Oh, we get to go back to the Velvet Room, which is always nice.
Velvet Room.
So let's do some fusing here. Actually, let's register some persona first.
Registering, I see.
Been a while again since I've been here.
Is overriding except all registered. Is overriding. I've completed registration. Is overriding except I've completed.
Probably going to be everybody but Neko Shogun again. No reason for it not to be.
Is overriding. I've completed registration.
But there's still just that part of me that wants to take a second to check.
Completed registration. Will you register it? I've completed registration.
Yeah, and I've got a better Neko Shogun.
I too well then.
So I was talking about making Fu or making Legion there. That uses Neko Shogun as one of the ingredients.
This persona is powerful.
Ooh, look at that low agility at 9. The whole team could probably go twice before it's my turn. A lot of good resistances though. Slashing, striking, and fire. Weak to piercing and light. And the Legion persona. The spirit who said in ancient scripture, "For we are many." The name comes from the Roman military term for an army unit of 3,000 to 6,000 men. All right. And you should get a little bit of an additional bonus on top of the level 5 there, so that should be really nice.
Please choose what skills to inherit.
I can take 3 things. Let's I guess pass along the elementals. Regenerate 1 isn't bad either. It would be like free healing, but it's so slow a persona. Yeah, I think this is more one of those persona to switch over to rather than to try to end a fight for that regeneration bonus. Or that's each turn, but still, it would take a while for my turn to come back up. So we'll take fire, wind, and light.
It appears it will receive a good amount of extra power.
A new power emerges.
Always kind of tough when some of these persona have been with me for so long to see them fused away, but that's that growth side of things. We'll just keep moving forward and using them to continue to get stronger. been a while since I've made a new persona. I am Legion. The power of my troops will always be at your command. Confuse boost. I don't typically use these stat debuff abilities but maybe I should. I've got other things I can use striking attacks for, so yeah, let's make this all about stats then, or statuses. And elements. Ooh, resist pierce. That actually wouldn't be a bad thing to level up to, so it's one level away. Okay. I can't make anything, up to level 30 yet, so I'm looking at 29 and below here. Making another strength persona, since I've got a strength social link, sounds pretty good. It's going to take either the Chariot and Hanged or Chariot and Sun, and since I don't have a social link for the Sun yet, let's go that direction.
This persona is powerful.
Jikokuten, also known as Dartarastra. He's one of the protectors of the East, or he is the protector of the East, and is one of the 4 heavenly kings of Buddhist origin. He helps maintain the security of the nation. Sorry to everybody out there for my pronunciations. I'm doing the best I can. It's nothing personal or anything like that. Very much looks to be a strength-focused persona. Strength and endurance far outpace everything else, and a lot of luck. Critical rate bonus. Resistant to slashing, repels ice, resistant to light, weak to fire.
Please choose what skills to inherit.
Growth 1, gotta like seeing that. It's got other auto abilities. Let's pile another one on there. Having that ability to throw out a light attack, that's kind of nice. Even though it's got such low magic, if I can down an enemy with it, that's still beneficial. And Spirit Drain, why not? Probably going to use that more readily than I would these other buff abilities, or debuffs.
It appears it will receive a good amount of extra power. Well then, shall we begin?
Probably shouldn't spend too much time here fusing things, or I'm not going to have much time to climb back up the tower and try to find new persona to fill my ranks back up with. But nice to be having this chance to make this further progress with my personas. It's been so long since I've had that chance to fuse anything. My name is Jikokuten. My mission is to protect and defend the world. I shall serve as your strength to help you achieve greatness. Revolution has always been an ability that I probably massively undervalue, but it's always been one that concerns me, because I like the idea of it benefiting my allies, but it really concerns me when it has the same benefit for my enemies. It seems like that's more of a cost that I don't really want to undertake. So that being the case, I very seldomly actually take Revolution, and this is kind of going to be another one of those. I don't really see myself wanting to, especially with the cost of 14 SP, to kind of make my enemies stronger as well. Yeah, I'm not looking at that. Feel free to discuss amongst yourselves how bad a choice that was, but that's the choice I'm making, and I'm going to live with those consequences. Matador's been nice for such a fast persona. I wonder if Sati is any faster.
This would be a wise choice.
Well, it's got healing abilities. Resistant to fire, weak to ice. Who were my ingredients? The Emperor and my other strength. Take Mikazuchi's a really well-balanced persona with healing abilities, growth 1, electric attacks. No, for now, if I'm not that confident in making it, I think that's probably a sign I should listen to.
Forward to your
So I'm going to take what I've got for now and hold on to what I've also got for now. Find a new couple along the way, hopefully, and just call it good there. All right. So let's continue our climb as much as we can. Everybody, well, not everybody, but a few of us should level up after this next fight. Get those nice jumps for Mitsuru and Aigis. Actually kind of would put them ahead of Junpei and Akihiko then, but I think they're going to stick with me since I invested in them before we came to Tartarus today.
Alright, let's get going.
I see a shadow up ahead there. Legion is the slowest persona in existence, so let's go to somebody a little bit faster to lead off. It's not literally the slowest,
What will
but
you do?
didn't even see that shadow. Okay, we've seen the killer twins before.
You can take them.
I haven't narrowed down a weakness yet.
I'm still setting up.
They use dark though, so it really feels like light's got potential. Somebody had light. Somebody had a party-wide light attack. Maybe I've used that away, actually. Makoha, was that it? Weak light to all foes, yeah. Let's see how that goes. Ooh, I didn't even think about the weaknesses there. I hope that doesn't come back to bite me. Okay, well, I got lucky there. Especially with things that can use dark or light, one-hit knockout attacks. I really need to prioritize defending against those a lot more than attacking them. Ice break, healing, or money. It's been nice, the coins cards I found, but I think I might have still spent more today than I found. But there were those levels for Mitsuru and Aigis.
I've learned a new skill.
They're very nice.
We beat them to a pulp, as they say.
This place is incredible. Never on your knees.
Nice critical attack. Yeah, she's on a roll.
Yes, only 2 left.
One enemy defeated. Good going, Kirijo-senpai.
Oh, that one's already down, so we know this one's weak to light. Do we know about the other enemy? We don't. So yeah, this will be some fact-finding on its weakness to light. Technically it costs a little more SP than just a single target light attack. But I will take that. Well, there's Neko Shogun again. If it was any other Arcana, I might have considered picking up that persona, but
Perfect.
since I don't have a star social link, it doesn't seem like there's that much necessity to add that one to the party right away. Ooh, I see a blue piece here. That's a Twilight fragment. Moving up a floor.
All systems are go.
Is this just a nice straightaway, or is there going to be something in my path?
Hey, there's a treasure chest.
There's a treasure chest. Okay. I'll stop for a treasure chest. And it's full of money. I like that treasure chest. All these bits and pieces I'm finding, those are also money.
What's the plan?
It is kind of nice to be able to approach these from any angle as long as I'm in ambush mode. These look like those enemies that charmed me repeatedly last time around. They're not as strong, I guess, as the strong enemy version of them. It was nice to see Mitsuru just knock them down right off the bat here. Very nice. They really gave me some struggles in the past. Hi, Pixie. I guess. Yeah. It's another social link that I don't have, it's another social link I don't have unlocked yet, but I don't want to keep skipping Persona that I could be picking up. So. And oh, Malachite.
We beat them to a pulp, as they say.
And it was nothing. As I was running by it, it's like, do I stop for that piece? I shouldn't need that, should I? Maybe it's something good, though.
There's a shadow.
That gave me a chance for that shadow to turn around and get a better ambush.
I'll be able to stand on you. That didn't work.
If there's no ice,
Still setting up.
I wonder if that means fire is the better way to go. It's going to use an ice attack or a pierce attack. I've got fire here with Mitra. There it is, yeah. That logic doesn't always work, but I'm glad it did this time. Justice. I was talking about not having justice earlier in the day. Don't know that I'll have a chance to really spend time with Chihiro now that we're on summer break, but I've got the space for it. I might as well take it. I really should stop and check how many spaces I do have left now, though. Just one, okay. Yeah, that was level 16. That's not a very strong persona, but it works well for an ingredient. You kind of have to watch the clock as well. Ooh, a rare shadow. We're getting closer to the end of our dark hour here. Where is that? Ooh, this is going to be a bigger floor.
Do you think this layout has some sort of purpose?
I think the layout has some sort of purpose. Maybe? Not really good answer. Do the layouts have purpose, or is purpose given within the layout? I guess it varies by situation. Some things are built to fit within whatever confines they're given. Other things are made with a purpose like that. So yeah, it's hard to say. I guess experience here is the answer.
Doing pretty well.
A cure water. Probably shouldn't sprint too much with that rare shadow being around. That reminds me, I should have a better persona equipped as well. Not necessarily better, but faster. And as before, I'm not going to sprint into this one. It is kind of trapped in a corner right now, though. That's the other side of stopping for too long. There's that paranoia about the Reaper deciding it's time to motivate me to keep moving.
Rare target sighted. Let's eliminate it.
Ooh, that was kind of a gimme. I think I might have been a little bit too far out of range for that.
That one's special. Take it down if you can.
One's weak to wind. You're not weak to anything. I guess if I can knock them both down with a wind attack. You know, I've also got a theurgy I haven't used yet. How about you, Jack Brothers? What can you do here? No sense saving that. And, not using it on anything. Well.
Well, leader's taking down two at once.
Okay, that's a start.
Let's see. I'll go with. Not that.
Go for it.
Let's cut the light off.
Adjusting aim.
All right, this is that tough moment. I mean, I think at this point, all I can really hope for is a critical hit. Saying that, though, didn't I make somebody that specializes in that? I think we're about as close to a new moon as we are to a full moon. Probably technically closer to the full moon, though. All that thinking just to miss. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Yukari. 4,000 experience in that fight.
Whew. All right, let's get
That was great. And there are the stairs.
Stairs located. Update. Oh,
There's a strong enemy coming up on a nearby floor. Let's be sure to prepare ourselves, or to pace
there's
ourselves.
a treasure chest.
An attack mirror. I believe, as the name suggests, that's going to reflect physical attacks.
Have you gotten used to dorm life? Took me a while to adjust too. I think I've settled in. It's certainly more relaxing to be at the dorm than at my parents' house.
Right, there's that shadow. Let's build a bit of momentum here. Oh, did I make it in time? I mean, I got that jump animation.
The situation is favorable.
It's going to use light
This should be a good test of your strength.
or strike.
Don't get careless.
What to do?
Yeah, I can resist light here. Striking's unaffected, so let's just attack. It's in a distressed state. Maybe I can fish a critical out of that. Yeah. Nice. Picking up that hanged man wouldn't be bad, but it is kind of hard to pass up a free level on my equipped persona. Ooh, learn dodge fire. That'll be a nice one. Ooh, scouting ahead.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. She is determined. I'll go. I have experience conducting solo missions. All right, I'm counting on you. I'm a tad apprehensive about losing you. And since I would be fighting a person down, let's just head for the stairs here. Time's kind of ticking down on us as well, so... yeah.
Hello there.
I've been waiting for you. The path ahead has been cleared. Also, this is for you. I collected it during my reconnaissance. Wow. 3 amethysts, a bunch of bits and pieces. Seems like you all met up safely. Thank you for scouting ahead.
Resuming the operation.
I'd really like to... I see that a two-way or a one-way teleporter there. I'd really like to find a two-way teleporter. It can't be that far off, right? I mean, there are the stairs up ahead. That's the teleporter. That's a treasure chest. I like treasure chests.
During the dark hour, we will show no mercy and kick some shadow ass. I learned that haiku from Junpei-san.
There he goes again, teaching Aigis more useless stuff.
Some
Treasure?
interesting motivational information for Aigis.
I'm still setting up. It'll take a little more time.
Well, that one was weak to ice. I'm not going to be the one to necessarily do that, though, since Mitsuru's specialty is ice. And if it's weak to ice, there's a seemingly fair chance it's probably not weak to fire, but no one else is going to be attacking with fire, so... we'll have that knowledge. Hopefully it doesn't reflect it back on me. Well, it didn't, but... I guess for both of them now, we know what their affinity to fire is. Oh, she went single target on that. Ooh, that one absorbed wind. That's unfortunate. All breath. Poison? Oh, ailment susceptibility. One left.
One enemy defeated. Good going, Did I scan on this enemy?
190. Yeah, why not?
Okay.
It's weak to dark. I kind of wondered with its light attacks. Does anybody have a dark attack? Oof, Maybe not. Well, that's a strategic hole in my planning. Let's just head back to Matador and just finished off with an attack. Hopefully finished off with an attack. Yeah, okay.
That's a win for the team.
It's over.
Good job, everyone.
A turquoise.
All right then, moving on.
More money. Okay, that like I said is what I'm looking for here.
There's a shadow. I'll be able to scan the enemy soon.
Weak to ice, weak to light, weak to striking. Alright, it's all over the board here. I prioritize light and striking. Is there anybody that can do that? It could be ice and striking, but no one else is going to be able to attack with light. If I'm not thinking that's going to be... Well, how about you anyway?
What to do?
Well, let's pass off to Igus to finish things off. Let's see what she wants to do. She's got a striking attack, actually, right? Yeah. Oh, that works too. I'm like, yeah, maybe she can knock it down for an all-out attack. But she's like, no, I'll just finish it now. Alright. We're full up on Persona now. Got another Malachite.
Now then, let's get back to work.
No path off that way. Stairs? No stairs.
Down the stairs.
Okay, there's a rare chest, which is nice, but
Oh, there's a
also means this isn't where the Guardian is. I was really hoping to see that sooner than later. And to that point, I probably do need to heal up now rather than keeping waiting. Just in case.
There's a shadow.
Ooh, didn't get enough speed there. That's where you get punished. 5 enemies. Are they weak to fire?
I think I can use it now.
No, they're weak to wind. Look at all those weak markers. Yeah, that feels good to knock 5 enemies down at once. Glad I was fast enough to get to that point despite not having the preemptive attack. That's a level for my persona. Learn Null Freeze, okay.
We beat them to a pulp, as they say.
There's one of those rare chests coming up. Okay, can I properly attack this shadow?
We don't see that kind.
The situation is favorable.
Ooh, she's going for a charm attack. That's... Okay, it worked.
We've already scanned this
Weak
one.
to dark, and it's weak to striking. Well, I guess Ali will... I can't attack with dark, so there's no real strategy to think about there.
Don't dodge it. Palladium.
There's a good chance, hopefully, that she can hit... Yeah, a couple weaknesses there, and then she'll get a follow-up attack. Hit him again.
Only 2 targets remain. 1 enemy eliminated.
It finished off its ally, that's helpful. Well, not exactly how I drew the fight up, but I will take the outcome.
Enemies defeated.
Filled up my theurgy gauge, too.
A victory well earned.
We're gonna see that clock again. Earth badge. What can you do, Earth badge? Ooh, regenerate 2. That is nice. That actually feels like a good thing for Aigis, since she uses a lot of attacks that consume HP as a resource for that. Nice, hopefully running longer start this time.
We don't see that kind of...
There we go.
I won't miss my go for it!
Looks like fire will work great.
Fire, light, and striking.
There's an enemy down.
And then I'll pass off to Aigis, who hopefully has enough HP left to want to use a striking attack.
I can handle it.
It's all you. This is my duty!
Wonderful.
Not about does it, as they say. No shadows detected.
A victory well earned.
Ooh, this one's going to take 2 Twilight Fragments. Dark boost, okay. Ooh, a rare, not rare, a strong shadow with a chest. Time's becoming more and more of a factor. Again, not that I'm holding myself to an especially hard deadline of you've got to stop now, but I don't want to let it go too far. A treasure. Also, well, it is actually technically kind of on the way. You could make that argument anyway.
That shadow looks sweet.
Alright, let's see how this plays out. Okay, well, she's using her all-out attack, which is nice.
One last touch.
What to do?
I wonder if Aigis is going to as well, then. Wouldn't really mind if we were to keep that. I would really love it if we could find that Guardian floor sooner than later. Oh, we made it dizzy. Okay, boosted my attack. Lower the enemy's defense. Nice dodge and a block on my part. Well, let's hope this boosted all-out attack does something a little special here. It'd be really cool if we could finish this fight more or less unscathed. All right. Very late in the run to be finding the Fool, but I will take it. A black quartz.
That was excellent leadership. Keep up the good work.
There was a shadow in front of me, I thought. Well, it must be far enough in front of me if I can't see it from here that maybe I can build enough speed when I do get close enough. There it is.
A shadow. What will you...
Those are weak to ice, and the other one is weak to... Is it fire? It might be resistant to ice, and maybe that's why she's not going for a party-wide ice attack. This is one of those times where if I was controlling everybody, it'd be a lot easier for me to shift off to the next person and really take full advantage of weaknesses, but I kind of like the play style of relying on them to be themselves.
I'm still setting up.
Okay.
It'll take a little more time.
Probably didn't need to pick something with a stronger fire attack. I think gets the job done. Costs a little bit more SP, but we're near enough to the end of the Dark Hour, but yeah, you can't take it with you at the end of the time. Ends the fight. Ooh, dodge strike. But money. Getting everybody outfitted with proper gear is going to be so nice. It was such a good feeling last time around, last month.
Perfect.
And I'm just really hoping to feel that way again.
Oh, stairs!
Okay.
Powerful enemy spotted! Please be careful!
Here's the plan. I know we're pretty close to the end of the Dark Hour. You might even make the case that probably am a little bit beyond it, but here's what I'm thinking. We're at that Guardian floor. I'm going to fight these Guardians. I've got my Theurgy gauge maxed out. I'm going to stop back down and save it just in case, but we're not going to go up any higher today. We'll hopefully, I don't want to count my chickens, but hopefully we can make it past these Guardians, grab whatever treasures beyond them, and then we'll take the teleporter back down to the beginning. The key is maintaining your composure long enough to seize the opportunity when it presents itself. With that in mind, be sure you're rested and prepared before battle. Can't have you keeling over before the first blow. Let's heal up. Actually, Akihiko and Junpei aren't coming with us, so maybe I'll take advantage of Akihiko's healing abilities for now. We're not really needing him to conserve his for anything. Thank you, Akihiko. Let's save our game. So yeah, I want to fight these couple shadows. Back on floor 77. Hopefully survive, and then we'll call it a night.
How are you?
Sylphid Aura was the ability I wanted, right? I haven't been making enough use of Fuka's abilities either, but I kind of want to just double check that. I think that was an ability to give us a little bit of a bonus in battle. It raises defense, accuracy, and evasion in the next battle. That sounds like a definitely worthwhile thing to have. I knew it wasn't jamming, and I thought the ability was for us. Alright, you want to boost your defense and speed, right? That'd be great.
Yes.
Okay. Just keep in mind, these boons will only take effect in the next battle. Alright. I think that's all we can do to prepare. I say that, let's make sure I've got a good persona equipped. I'm going to get a further bonus to accuracy and evasion. Or defense. And accuracy and evasion. No, we'll just stick with what I've got because this one's faster. Alright. So this is the floor 77 Guardians. The enemy is strong. Please make sure you're ready before fighting. Let's go.
Let's do this.
Stay alert. The enemy's powers are unknown.
Be careful.
We've got Fuka's Theurgy available as well.
All right.
Orchlocratic Sand. They're all the same.
Strong one. Be on your guard.
We know nothing about them just yet. But we know that the Jack brothers are pretty powerful. Oh, or do I hold off and save it for Cadenza? A good offense is a good offense, right? Let's start with Jack brothers. Ooh, they do have a lot of HP.
Yes.
So I am glad we're starting with an all-out attack at the very least. Next turn I can have Fuka scan and hopefully get some good intel on some actual weaknesses. Yeah, they're almost halfway down now, so... Very nice for Mitsuru to follow up with her own Theurgy.
Child's play.
Such an elegant attack. Was it actually weak to ice? That would be really nice. It is.
No, Senpai, that was amazing.
Again, I don't want to get overconfident, but I'm really happy with how this fight has started out. that can turn pretty quick if things go sideways, but...
Oh gosh!
It didn't work?
Big fire attack. I'm weak to fire. Good miss.
Persona, engage!
Okay, that works.
Good job, everyone!
Very nice. 15,000 experience. I leveled up. So many people leveled up. Matador leveled up. I leveled up. Yeah, everybody leveled up. I feel more power than I had before. Oh, very cool. I can hold more persona now. Matador's got a new ability. A little bit faster as well. Ooh, Yukari, new ability, Windbreak. Negates wind resistance to all foes for 3 turns. The challenge in using that, with the way I've got it set up, is the party AI really seems, in my past experience, to like to really rely on that. They'll stop attacking if something's got any sort of wind resistance or elemental resistance that they can negate. You know, that's not always a bad thing, but it's not always a good thing either. So kind of not having that there kind of just seems a little helpful at times to not give them that opportunity to take a turn doing something that might not need doing. There's also that new store that opened up at the mall, so I guess I could technically always remember it if needed. So let's not take that this time around. Ooh, Mi Patra, that'll be a good one.
Good. This'll make me more effective.
Spirit Drain, that is really nice to have.
I have learned a new skill.
And another piercing attack. Ooh, at 33 she gets a healing ability too. That's going to be nice.
Greetings.
Enemy defeated. Requesting our next directive. Treasure hunting and then a return to the base. Oh, well, let's take input from the team. What would you like to do?
Well,
I had not anticipated a query in response to my query. Is that what they call getting blindsided? But I do not have any blindside to speak of, so does this not apply to me? I guess you sure know some unusual phrases. Where did you learn about them? I have a daily academic regimen. Just the other day, Junpei-san taught me how to write haikus. Oh, my Tartarus, dark decrepit Tartarus, why are you so tall? Okay.
in the interest of everyone's safety, I will initiate contact with the enemy.
While I commend your bravery, I'm not one to have someone fight my own battles.
Okay, yeah, there are the stairs, as I thought, but here are the treasures.
Recommended course of action, identifying the contents of that treasure chest.
Good idea. A power 2 incense, power incense 2, very nice. And what do we have in here? Definitely gonna spend 2 Twilight Fragments to see. Floaty sandals.
Nicely done.
What a splendid piece of armor. I'd imagine it'd be more effective than what I'm currently using. I'm gonna take a look and see who needs those floaty sandals and what they do. Gallant sneakers on me. Ooh, 54. That's a big jump in evasion. Physical evasion low. I don't want to be that guy that takes the good stuff for myself, but well, I guess can't wear them. Fuka hopefully shouldn't need evasion. So actually, I do have the lowest evasion of anybody in the party. So, as much as it feels like I'm taking the good loot as the leader of the party, I could try to make a case and say I've got the lowest evasion right now. It'd be kind of nice to not have that anymore. So yeah, I'm going to be that guy and take the floaty sandals. Those gallant sandals I had on. 42. I guess, yeah, nobody else is going to want 42, right? Well, technically I could take these loafers off of Fuka, but she's not going to be feared either, really, so not really a need to swap those out. A good find. Something else I won't have to purchase. That was another thing I was really hoping out of today's excursion. So yeah, let's call this a night here. I'm going to head back downstairs, stop by the Velvet Room one more time, and we'll wrap it up from there. 77. Leveled up to 30, so a little bit behind the average of, I think it was 32, but not that far right off. Really nice having that giant clock room to catch everybody up really quickly. What did we accomplish here?
Good day. Are you accepting a request?
Defeat Rare Shadow number 1. Okay, I guess I did do that. I don't remember finding a rustic coin, but I'm glad I did.
Wonderful.
Thank you for your assistance. Please take these as your reward. 7 onyxes. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, gems have such a new meaning with that antique store open. No new requests, so yeah, we're really chipping away at those. How are we looking at some of these, actually? Well, about 100 to go. 3 more fusions, that's really within reach. And 5 treasure chests.
You do anything, but it'd be greatly appreciated.
Okay, that feels good.
Very well, then.
I'm going to head into register and probably not necessarily... Well, actually, I was going to probably not refuse anything, but I've got that bonus today with the lover's card I found, so it actually is the best time to make something. Tough call. I guess I'll see what I can make. Which personas I think I need on hand, because with school being out of session, I'm not sure who I'm really going to have access to for the next month or so.
Registering, I see.
Matador gained a couple levels.
Is overwriting except all registered. Will you register it? I've completed registration. Is overwriting. I've completed registration. Will you register it?
Always kind of nice to get to this point too and just get that compendium updated and know that, you know, like saving my game, that these persona are reobtainable now if I do something with them.
Is overwriting. I've completed registration.
Probably not going to update the next few, though. I'm betting I've got better versions. Not by much on Hypixie here. Its only difference is that it's got Sonic Punch. Ooh, stat-wise, though, the one that's registered has much better stats. Likewise with Principality. Yeah, okay. So what can I make?
What kind of persona do you desire?
I could make a fortune, but that would cost my Temperance. The Priestess isn't much of a loss. I can make up to level 30 now. So that would be a Devil, actually. That wouldn't be bad.
All the time you need
or another Temperance. I mean, I'm not probably going to be able to do anything with Bebe, most likely over the summer, but that same holds true for a lot of these different persona. This Baphomet, though, Legion, and I've got 2 different Hanged Man, the Otake Minataka there. That actually has some potential, I think. And the off chance I've got some time to spend with President Tanaka, I won't have to buy anything then. And I get a bit more of a bonus this way. And it's got that dark attack my team has been missing as well. It's going to get a little bit more experience. Yeah, let's make Baphomet. A goat-headed demon that is worshipped in Black Sabbaths. His name is sometimes used as a generic name for any demon. He'd become an object of worship for witches.
Please choose what skills to inherit.
Not a lot of options that jump right out at me. Let's have more defense at the start of battle. Nullify stat buffs for foes. That is actually kind of a nice utility to keep around. And I guess Zeo for a little bit of elemental coverage. It's already got fire and dark.
It seems you have been blessed with some power.
It resists fire, and it's totally resistant to dark, but it's weak to light and wind. Yeah, it seems like a good fusion for me. I'm not going to need to keep the Fool persona on hand because our social link doesn't really grow the same way as all the others do. They're more story motivated than they are bonuses, or given bonuses by the personas I have on hand. Yeah, so that's a nice fusion. I am Baphomet. From here on out, you and I are 2 sides of the same coin. If you know what is best for you, then trust in my power. Alright. And just that added bonus from today, that helps. Fire boost. Okay. That's a nice addition to the group. Lovers and Star I'm not really looking at necessarily because I don't have those social links unlocked. Yeah, I don't want to rule out my options either though, so just kind of taking that look. Can't go above there. Yeah, let's go with what we've got here. I think that's a good start. I can always make more later.
Seeing what personas come to be is a great joy of mine. Please choose the persona.
What happens if I fuse these two? They would make Narcissist level 23. Wouldn't be bad necessarily, but just kind of thinking that might be a new ingredient. Ooh, something's happening.
Marvelous.
The number of acquired persona is steadily increasing. Persona represents one's heart and soul. Its strength reflects the effort we put into better ourselves every day. It is a great pleasure to be witness to your incredible growth. Oh. A new characteristic, Weakness Boost. Increases damage when striking a foe's weakness. That's huge. Very nice. Tom's characteristic is boosted according to the percentage of personas registered in the Persona Compendium. These special characteristics are unique abilities that automatically activate during combat. More information can be found on the stats screen. Well, that's all the more reason to keep fusing Persona. So that was a nice bonus to finish off on.
We look forward to your next visit.
That was a good way to wrap things up here. But saying all that, as I believe where we are going to wrap things up. We made it to floor 77? 77, yep. That puts me pretty much in line with the overall progress everyone has made. Oh, we definitely need to save it too. But yeah, we've got our personas registered, we've used some new ones. Our dark hour is definitely expired by this point, so yeah. Let's go back.
Oh, hello.
Let's call it quits. All right. Please get a good night's rest, everyone. Okay. So there we go. That is the end of Saturday. Let's head back to the desk. All right, here we are. So yes, that was the end of Saturday, July 25th. It was a really great day. Felt like so much happened. It was one of our longer ones again, but kind of nice to be back to have that chance to get into things like Tartarus alongside the social link progress. Really cool also to say that it was our last day of school for about a month, it looks like. It's not going to be until early September we head back, so we've really got some hopefully fun time ahead of us. Coming off of vacation earlier in the week to have summer break starting now, it's just like, this is what we worked all the way through school to get to. And it was nice to have that academic success from the exams as well, so it's not just like I coasted through and dodged those responsibilities. I put my time in, I did my work, and this is the reward for that effort, so that's exciting. Yeah, we made it to school. I stayed awake during class and got to listen to an interesting lecture about alchemy this time around, so that was a lot of fun. Nice, interesting way to finish off the term now. Gained a bit of academic progress for staying awake as well, so that was cool. After school, I did my usual roaming about the city before making my way back to spend some time with Yuko. We've been coaching those elementary schoolers as they prepare for their big race against the older kids and racing to see who gets to control the playground. And we just had another fun practice. Yuko put in even more research on what needed to be done to help out the team, and we kind of got to talking more about the motivational side of things today, alongside the mechanics and the learning. They've got the good fundamentals behind them now, so we're kind of working on the mental side of it, building that confidence in the team and really encouraging them to give it their all. It was also kind of nice for Yuko and I to apply that to ourselves as well, because she had her questions on whether or not I think the team can do it, and for the same reason I tried to motivate the team, I tried the same with Yuko and said we have to believe in them. We've done all we can to help them and prepare them, so now we have to stay in their corner and stand by the training we gave them. And she was happy to have that motivation and kind of circle that back to the effort she put in as well. So I think we're just as motivated to support them as well. So that was a lot of fun, and we gained a little bit of social link progress and ranked up to rank 6. So that was a fun way to finish off our time at school. I say finish off our time at school, but I was also stopped by the track team advisor about an upcoming big tournament or competition meet that's happening on I think it was the 2nd of August. So there's going to be some time at school still spent training with the track team to prepare for that. So that'll be some kind of fun secret training we're doing. Apparently there's some star athlete that's supposed to be there, so it'd be kind of fun to do what I can to give it my all in a setting like that. But after that, we made our way back to the dorm and were met by Ken Amada. We'd seen him around before, and we'd heard that he was going to be spending the summer staying at our dorm, and he arrived officially today. Now that school is done, he was going to be the only one staying at the elementary school dorms, so he was going to be staying with us from now on. He's apparently also a potential Persona user, though none of that's been decided yet, to the point where we're not going to be telling him about our activities until more decisions are made. We're going to just kind of keep that quiet. So that was a good bit of information to know, but now Ken is in the dorm with us. He had a very proper, polite introduction to everybody, so he seems like a very mature kid. And I'm excited to have somebody else around for the summer to spend some fun time with. Hopefully he has fun with all of us as well. For the evening itself, I decided, the team and I, we all agreed that going back to Tartarus seemed like a good, responsible thing to do. I stopped by the antique store along the way and picked up a new piece of armor and a couple new weapons. I also got some new armor for Aigis from Officer Kurosawa. It wasn't on sale, but it felt like a good investment to make sure we were fully prepared for tonight. And then, come the dark hour, hopefully once Ken was asleep, we made our way over to Tartarus. And we resumed climbing from floor 68. And it went really well, all things considered. We got to a new area, which was a totally new design to the area as well. Looks a lot more industrial now. And there were some definitely tougher fights, but nothing that I think our team wasn't capable of handling. It still required some good strategic management and persona use, but I think the party I had was up to it. It was our first time seeing Aigis in combat, and she definitely held her own in relation to everything else, so that was very nice to see. We found a special clock area that actually allowed me to use some Twilight Fragments to level up a couple party members. That was a really cool way to narrow that gap a little bit. Both Mitsuru and Aigis were a few levels behind everybody else, so this was an easy way to catch them all up at just the cost of Twilight Fragments. So those will definitely be rooms I'm going to be looking for going forward, just to more easily keep everybody in line with everybody else. And we just kept climbing and fighting shadows and kind of learning more about the new enemies and their weaknesses. We managed to beat a rare shadow and gain a good chunk of experience and find a coin that Elizabeth was looking for, so that was kind of a surprise request to complete. The biggest thing, I guess, is we made it up to floor 77, which was the first Guardian floor of this area. And I was a little concerned about the Guardian fights because they are definitely a step up in difficulty, but thankfully I approached it with enough reverence this time around to be okay. Between theurgy gauges and making effective use of Fuka's abilities, it was actually one of the easiest fights of the night. So it was really cool to get past that, find some new sandals, and just get past there and have another Guardian defeated. A two-way teleporter to come back to floor 77 when we return. Found a couple good accessories, so not like new armor or weapons like I was really hoping to find, but new shoes is definitely going to save us some money come Monday once we do some shopping. I've also got some money that I found, as well as some things to sell to Officer Kurosawa. So I feel really good about the resources I've been able to gain to do some shopping come the sale on Monday. I also found some new gems, so that will be nice for whatever I want to exchange those for, but I can't actually craft anything new because I didn't find any new crafting ingredients just yet. But having the gems is, an important half of that equation, so I've got those for the future. But yeah, we defeated that Guardian floor, headed back downstairs, fused a couple new persona, registered what we did, gained a new characteristic, so now I do increased damage when I target an enemy's weakness. So that's just a nice permanent buff going forward. Happy to have that. I can also hold 12 persona at a time, so that was really cool. So yeah, just a lot of growth all in one night like that. Everybody's average level is probably right around 30 at this point, so we're a lot closer to everybody else, so I think was at 32. And we made it to floor 77, which is, again, pretty close to where everybody was, if I remember correctly. So I really feel like this was just the night the party needed for Tartarus. We didn't make any massive bounds or advancement to the next area, to the next boundary, but we made good, steady progress. It'll be enough to get us geared up, hopefully, come Monday and take advantage of those sales and just continue to advance from there. We've got less than 2 weeks till the next full moon, so it's kind of nice to feel not behind at this point. I don't feel like I'm ahead, but I'm keeping pace. At that point, I really can't ask for better. But as the dark hour wrapped up there, we headed back to the dorm to rest up and start off our summer vacation nice and fun tomorrow, hopefully. So yeah, with that, that is how Saturday the 25th came to a close. It was a really great day, and I thank you so much for being here to share it with me. My name is Tamashima. I stream this Persona a Day series live every day at 12:30 Eastern Time, so anytime that works for you, I would love to have you here. I also upload each of my day's playthroughs to my YouTube channel because I know real life is busy and it needs to take priority, so anything's available there at whatever schedule works for you, as much or as little. It's all there whenever you want it. I just hope we all have a great Saturday. Hopefully you can take some time off to do something fun, or if you've got stuff you need to get done, I hope it goes smoothly. But either way, by the end of it, I hope we can all look back at our day and just be happy and proud of everything we saw and accomplished. So yes, I've been Tamashima. Thank you for joining me today. I hope I can see you again tomorrow. But until our paths cross again, I hope you take care. Thank you again so much, and goodbye.